2025 is going to be my year. Yes, I say this every year, I know. But this time, I am serious. We are locking in. It is going to stick, and it's going to stick because I'm going to hold myself accountable. How, you ask? With this video, of course. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jazz. I make beauty and lifestyle content here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Today, we are going to talk about our 2025 goals. I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys and give you guys my master plan for how I plan to glow up for 2025. I seriously want to be the best version of myself when this year ends. I feel like every single year I look back on the entire year or how I started the year and I either feel worse or I feel exactly the same, and that shouldn't be happening, okay? We should be moving forward. We should be getting better. So this year, I'm actually setting very strict goals and routine and habits for myself. And I want to share with you guys 10 habits that I think are going to help me achieve my goals by the end of the year and really help me become the person that I want to be, the person that I dream of being by the end of 2025. And at the end of the year, I will be making a follow-up video to this video. So stick around. I'm going to show you guys which goals I actually achieved, which ones I didn't, and hopefully I can proudly say that I've achieved at least like 80% of them. I know reaching 100% of my goals or achieving all these habits and stuff, that's a little too much, but 80% we can do it. So guys, you need to hold me accountable, okay? Hold me accountable with this video and I will hold you accountable as well. Anyways, let's get into this video. We have 2 parts for it, 10 habits. First 5 habits are gonna fall under a physical glow up umbrella because of course being the best version of yourself, you want to also look it. So first part is gonna be physical glow up, and then the second part is going to be more of an emotional and mental glow up. Habit number 1 for achieving major physical glow up, and this one just comes without saying, of course, I need to start going to the gym. I need to start actually doing physical activity. Guys, I used to love the gym. I majored in exercise and sports science because I loved the gym and working out so much. I completely fell off these past like 2 or 3 years. After I graduated from college, I was committed to going to the gym for maybe 1 year, and then I just stopped going, and I really think it's because I just completely fell out of love with it. I see it more as like something that I have to do, a chore, a task that I just don't enjoy doing, when I should be seeing it as something that I love to do, something that is just enjoyable, and it is a very like habit routine part of my day, and I want to make going to the gym feel like that by the end of this year. I want to actually just look forward to going to the gym, and it doesn't even have to be like a heavy weightlifting bodybuilder bro session every single day. It can be walking on a treadmill, it can be just doing the Stairmaster, it can be just doing some light abs on a mat. I also definitely do want to try new classes. I want to look into bar, I want to look into Pilates. I just want to experiment more with my physical body and getting my body just moving in general. Now, habit number 2 is very much related to the gym, but I didn't want to think of physical movement as just going to the gym and driving to the gym or a class every single day. I want to start walking. Guys, do you know how beneficial walking is for you? Walking is one of the best things you can do for your body. It's so good for your metabolism, for your circadian rhythm. It's so good for your digestive system. Like, it is just seriously one of God's gifts to us. Like I said, I definitely want to start going to the gym and just getting my body moving, but walking is one of those things that I want to hit my daily steps. I want to be going on mental health walks. I want to be getting that sun in. I want to get my body just so used to walking that it just becomes literally something that I want to do every single day. Daily walks also fall into a mental glow up aspect because daily walks are just so good for your mental and emotional health. They give you so much serotonin and dopamine without the crash of technology or food or alcohol or other drugs. So walking is definitely on my list. Habit number 3, we have fueling your body with food. Okay, I think I have had very unhealthy relationships with food my entire life. I either indulge in food and see it as fuel and I'm just hitting my protein, or I crash and I just don't even have an appetite, which is so unhealthy for me. I really want to create a regular schedule, consistency, and love for food, because at the end of the day, food is fuel and you're never going to look good unless what you're putting inside inside is good. I want to be eating more protein. I want to be eating more whole foods, making more home cooked meals and eating out less. I also in general just want to start drinking more water and focusing more on nutrition, because again, what you're putting in your body will reflect how you look on the outside. Guys, I have a confession to make. I'm not that consistent with my vitamins. No, I am not. I have not taken my vitamins in months now. It's been months since I popped a vitamin in my mouth, which is a problem. We should be very consistent with our vitamins. I know I preach about fish oil and taking your magnesium and everything. I forgot. I don't know what to tell you. I forget. I literally stopped doing it after like a week, when it should be a habit of me waking up every single day looking forward to my vitamins. So that is something that I want to start doing as well. You don't have to be crazy about it, guys. You don't have to be popping like 18 vitamins, 18 pills a day. Just start with a good basic little group of vitamins, fish oil, magnesium. You can take zinc. There's so many good options out there, but I definitely just want to start taking something, okay? Something supplemental for my body. And related to nutrition and fueling your body, I also want to start drinking way less. This year, I actually did achieve that. I drank way less alcohol than I did in the previous years. I am so proud of myself for, and I saw a physical glow up just from stopping drinking. I did absolutely nothing different. I just stopped drinking and my body literally started like glowing. I can't even explain it, okay? It was like radiating. I lost a little bit of weight. My face got way less puffy. My cortisol levels definitely probably went down because I stopped consuming so much alcohol. My sleep got better. Like, there was just so many benefits to drinking less alcohol. I'm definitely sober curious. I mentioned this in my last video, which was my get to know me while get ready with me. And like I said, I mentioned I was sober curious. So I'm very interested, or curious of course, about just not drinking alcohol like ever again. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think I do enjoy a little drink at dinner sometimes, or a little glass of wine. But I think one day I will get to the point, we'll get to the day where I just don't want to consume alcohol at all. There's been a lot of new studies coming out that state that no amount of alcohol is safe, which some people might be like, well, duh, no amount of alcohol is safe. But it's always been said that a glass or two of wine or one drink is very safe for the human body, while now studies are showing the complete opposite, that any little amount of alcohol is just not good for your body. And I definitely agree. So I'm very curious about just not consuming it at all, because at the end of the day, it is poison, let's be honest. Habit number 4 that I want to get into are regular hair and skincare sessions. Now, I think I already kind of do this with my self-care routines that I do. If you haven't checked those out, definitely do. I have a bunch of hair care routines and skincare routines and self-care routines where I focus on the health of my skin and my hair a lot. But I feel like I've kind of fallen off this past year. I just haven't really been prioritizing it because I've been so busy with work that's just really the last thing on my to-do list. This year, I really want to get into just like every single week oiling my hair, doing a face mask, really prioritizing self-care. I feel like every time I do prioritize my hair and my skin and just my general like physical self-care, I definitely feel like I look better, okay? I am just glowing throughout the week. I feel like my skin is so healthy. My hair grows a ton, and my hair did grow a ton this past whole like year, but I want my hair down to my waist, okay? I know to a lot of people the length of their hair does not matter in terms of physical glow up, and hey, if you're rocking a bob cut, girl, do you look amazing. For me, I feel like the longer and healthier my hair is, the better I feel and look. So I definitely want to prioritize the health of my hair and my skin this year. Like I said, I want to be taking my vitamins, and I also want to be doing gua sha every single morning. My face like in 2023 was horrendous. It was so puffy all the time, probably mostly from all the alcohol I was consuming, but also because I was not consistent with my gua sha, and I just had so much fluid buildup. This year, I want to be consistent with my gua sha. I've seen how much it can change my face and just like give me that lightness that I love. I also want to be consistent with my red LED mask, which I just got. If you haven't seen my video talking about skincare devices that I loved in 2024, definitely go check that out. My red LED mask is literally my best friend. I use it every single night, but I definitely want to be consistent this upcoming year and use it every single night. Habit number 5, also a part of physical glow up, and the last habit for a very physical bodily glow up, and we have health appointments. I feel like this one doesn't get mentioned or thrown around a lot when talking about how to glow up for 2025, how to glow up in general, but this is so important. You need to make those doctor's appointments. You need to go to the dentist. You need to go to the OBGYN or whatever you want to go to. You need to go get your body checked out, because if you are not good physically in in the inside, that will show on the outside. A lot of people on TikTok right now are talking a lot about cortisol levels, hormone levels. You can go get those checked out. Do not listen to everyone on TikTok telling you you just have high cortisol, like lower your, I don't even know what that means if I'm being so honest, but you can go to the doctor and get all those things checked out, and you should, because the sooner you get more information on what is going inside of your body, the sooner you can tackle it, change your diet, decrease certain supplements or increase certain supplements, and that way you will have a physical glow up from the inside out. Alright, let's move on to the second part of this video, which is going to be the mental and emotional glow up aspect of our whole glow up master plan. Now, I feel like a lot of people are going to exit out. Don't exit out. You have to understand that to have a physical glow up, to have a glow up in general, you also need to be good here and here. Okay, so mental and emotional glow ups are just as important because they give you the mental capacity to also stick to habits, to also go to the gym and love the gym, to go on your daily walks. So they are very important. Let's get through these 5 habits. Number 1, my first habit that I want to implement for 2025 to have a glow up, specifically a mental and emotional glow up, is less tech. I feel like I have been consuming so much technology, whether it be my phone, my iPad, Netflix, TV, like it's just too much technology for my brain, especially TikTok. Like I feel like I've just been on TikTok so much, and I actually pride myself on not spending hours doom scrolling on TikTok, but I still feel like I spend too much time on TikTok. So I definitely want this year to be focused on way less tech and doing other things, like instead going for a walk or finding new hobbies, which we'll get to that habit in a second. And most importantly, I don't want to be on my phone right before I go to bed and first thing when I wake up in the morning. I feel like that is the 2 blocks of windows which it is most important to not be on your phone. Like I can't imagine how damaging it is for my brain and my mental health to wake up and the first thing I see is my phone, like a blue LED screen on my face. That cannot be good for my brain or my eyes or my mental health. So I definitely want to stop doing that this year and just wake up, let the sun wake me up instead and not my phone. The next habit that I want to implement for this year is getting therapy, seeking therapy finally this year. I have talked about that being one of my goals for the past 3 years, and every year it just kind of passes and I did not seek therapy. I am a little nervous to take on this many goals for 2025 in order to improve my daily life and just my habits in general. I do feel like sometimes putting this amount of pressure on yourself when it comes to creating new habits and new goals can do more harm than good, which is why I plan on being very patient and kind with myself. And one way I'm doing that is by using BetterHelp, who I'm very grateful to for sponsoring today's video. BetterHelp is fully online, which is going to make going to therapy way more comfortable and convenient, which is great for people like me who have never been to therapy before. They have a diverse network of over 30,000 licensed therapists to pick from, and if you're not happy with one, you can easily switch to another therapist at no extra cost. Seeing a therapist through BetterHelp is going to help me achieve my 2025 goals by helping me with multiple things. Firstly, breaking down the feeling of feeling behind into more addressable concerns, which will help me feel like I'm not actually failing at anything. Second, it will also help me make a timeline that feels more personalized for me and my specific goals, while also measuring my success with those goals and my progress, because everyone has a different timeline and I am guilty of measuring my own success based off of other people's success, which is not healthy. And related to that, lastly, BetterHelp is going to help me process my feelings of comparison to other people. I truly believe that comparison is a thief of joy, and like I said, I've definitely been guilty of that, so I'm very excited to talk to a therapist who will help me process those feelings and emotions. I recommend you do the same if you're trying to make 2025 your year. Go click the link on my description or go to this website right here to get 10% off your first month of therapy with BetterHelp. All right, habit number 8, and I mentioned this before, but I need to find new hobbies. Again, I want to spend less time scrolling on my phone or watching TV and instead doing something that's really feeding my mind, feeding my mental and emotional health, something that's going to make me feel achieved and inspired and let out all of my creativity, kind of like a creative outlet. Doing things like scrolling on TikTok, watching TV, just scrolling on social media in general are activities that are very filled with dopamine. So they give you this quick spike of dopamine and you're like, I love this, and then you crush. So I want to do something that is much more slow paced, that is very good for my mental health. It's a little slower, yes, but it's going to give me that nice balance of serotonin and dopamine. So for example, playing the piano. You guys know that I do play the piano and I still do. I love playing the piano, but lately I have not been prioritizing it because I feel like I'm so busy with other things. But I I definitely want to start doing that way more often now. The feeling of achievement you get when you finally learn how to play a specific song, chef's kiss. It is amazing. I also want to start crocheting more, which I do know how to crochet. I just have never finished a freaking project to save my life. I have started like 5 projects, never finished it. Not a single sock. Haven't ever made a single sock, but I've made like squares of something. Nothing. It makes nothing, but I mean squares. I also want to start coloring again, going on more walks, maybe even gaming. I have a Nintendo Switch and I used to love playing Animal Crossing. I don't do that anymore, but I definitely want to start doing something that's just better for me. Okay, hobbies that I can say if someone asks me, what do you like to do on your free time? Not just watch TV and scroll on my phone, that's for sure. For habit number 9 to glow up for 2025, I want to start habit tracking and journaling. Now, habit number 9 being habit tracking sounds a little insane, but just bear with me here. I will never achieve all of these habits. I will never achieve my goals if I'm not keeping track of what I'm actually achieving, what I'm actually getting done every single day. Yes, I can say I want to take my vitamins every day, but am I actually? How will I know if I'm actually doing it or if I'm forgetting it most days if I'm not tracking it? So I definitely want to start just journaling, writing down how I'm feeling that day, writing down what I achieved, writing down how I'm feeling about my habits. I definitely want to start tracking what I'm getting done every single day and what I'm not. That way I can move accordingly. And let's say, hey, I'm not drinking my vitamins every single day. What I want to do instead now is something called habit stacking. And I did see this from another YouTuber, but habit stacking is a great idea. So if I'm not taking my vitamins every single day, how can I achieve that? Well, when I wake up and I have my morning coffee, which at this point it is a habit of waking up and making myself my morning coffee, I will also take my vitamins. So I pair the two together and that way I never forget to take my vitamins. And it becomes a lot easier to be like, oh, morning coffee? Okay, vitamins. Habit stacking is honestly a great idea and I need to start doing that. Pairing brushing my teeth with gua sha, another example of habit stacking. And that way I never forget to use my gua sha in the morning. All right, guys, this is the last habit. If you've made it this far, give yourself a round of applause because that means you are committed to making 2025 your year. You are committed to bettering yourself, and even just watching this video fully from beginning to end is an achievement. You should be proud of yourself because you're taking the first step to bettering yourself this year. The last habit, I want to call it out with the old and in with the new. I want to make new relationships. I want to make new friends. I want to go out more and talk to new people. I want to be open to more experiences. I want to travel more. And of course, you're not going to be waking up every single day looking for new friends and new relationships to make. Of course, that's just not even realistic. But I feel like in general, what I'm trying to say is I just want to be more open. I want to go to the grocery shop or the grocery store and just smile and have a random conversation and be open to it without it feeling like it's such a like crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? Out with the old, in with the new. I also want to eliminate any toxic relationships that I may have. Last year, I did a great job of eliminating a very toxic friendship that I had for a very long time since literally high school. I thought this girl was one of my best friends. I thought she was going to be one of my best friends forever. And then I realized how toxic our friendship was. I had literally my friends, my husband telling me she's a terrible friend. And it took me a while to finally muster up the courage to drop a friendship like that because at some point you just grow attached to the person and how long you've known each other. But I finally did that and I can tell you 100% it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't feel that stress of that toxic relationship anymore. It's not something that's just sitting in my head all the time. I feel amazing and truly I feel like I've leveled up ever since I dropped that toxic friendship. So I definitely want to practice that more. I'm not saying I have any toxic friendships right now. That's not what I'm saying. But if it just so happens that I do have that realization or I come across a toxic person, I definitely want to be able to prioritize myself more and just get rid of that negative energy in my life. Out with the old, in with the new also applies to clutter in general in your house. There's a pile of clothes in my closet that I have not touched in like 2 years. It needs to go. Okay, I want to clean out my closet. I want to get rid of any junk that I have in the garage that I know I'm never gonna touch again. I just want to feel light this year. I want to get rid of all the old stuff and make space for new things, whether that be relationships, memories, or just physical things. I definitely just want to have a clear mind and a clearer space. So again, that is not necessarily a habit that's like every single day you're going to be decluttering and cutting out toxic friendships. I hope you're not cutting out toxic friendships every single day. But when you go into this year with that mentality, you will find yourself doing that in little ways every single day. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you made it from beginning to end, really give yourself a pat on the back because you have taken the first step to bettering yourself this year. I believe in you. I believe in us. I cannot wait to like stitch this video at the end of the year and hopefully show you guys what I've achieved. I want my body to be banging, okay? I literally want my face to just be glowing. I want my hair to be long. I want to say I finally have gone to therapy. I finally have gotten medicated if I need to be. I have so many goals. I want to be the best version of myself by the end of this year. I'm gonna be turning 26 and that is still so young, but I definitely want to be at the point where I can enjoy the rest of my 20s. My early 20s were they were a little rough. They were a little rough for me, and that's because I never prioritized myself. Every year passed by and I never really sat down and said, what are my goals this year? How can I better myself? This time around, we're doing it differently, okay? I definitely want to achieve these goals for myself and look at myself at the end of the year and be like, I am proud of myself. If you feel the same way, definitely give this video a like, subscribe so you can see my follow-up by the end of the year, and also comment a habit that you want to implement for 2025 that I may not have mentioned because I might steal it from you, okay? If I see a good habit, I'm stealing it. I'm not gonna lie, I will steal it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in the next video.